everyone, this is Bella Yon, your lead nutritionist and recipe developer here at Metabolic Living. Welcome to today's Metabolic Super Meal demo for the Get Immunity Upgraded 30-Day Challenge. I'm here to upgrade your immunity with tasty, nutrient-rich recipes. Now they're very easy to make and they have simple ingredients that you can buy anywhere. So today I'm going to be sharing with you lovely people my lemon garlic zoodles recipe. Now I want you to think of your favorite buttery garlic pasta dish loaded with, let's just say, perhaps not such immune boosting ingredients. But then I want you to get excited for this healthy but equally as delicious noodle recipe. I am so excited to share this one. The base of this recipe is zucchini, which is high in fiber, vitamin C, you've got folate in there and other immune boosting micronutrients. There is also, of course, a ton of garlic in here because that's just my fave. This is actually going to be packed with phytonutrients that help reduce oxidative stress and, of course, they're going to strengthen your immunity. As you know, nourishing your immune system with the right foods is obviously more important right now than ever. But with our lives turned upside down, that can actually be quite a bit of a challenge, which is why we have developed all sorts of different variations for today's metabolic super meal. So whether you follow a paleo, a keto, maybe you're vegan or vegetarian, or if you follow our balanced metabolic lifestyle, we have got you covered. Just pop over to metabolicliving.com and you're going to get free access to all of the tasty variations for this recipe and free 30-day meal plans and shopping lists. Alrighty, so let's start cooking. Just a little quick note before we dive in. This recipe does serve 4 people, so feel free to scale it up or scale it down as needed for your family. Remember that you can also always freeze this or pop it in the fridge and enjoy leftovers another time. Maybe you're going to meal prep it, whatever works for you. So for this recipe, you are going to need 4 zucchinis. Now, zucchinis are actually known as courgettes in the UK where I'm from, but in general, whatever you call them, these are a great nutritious vegetable. They're going to provide vitamin C and vitamin A, they're going to provide folate and potassium. And if you are someone who can't find zucchini at the moment, or maybe you just don't like it, know that this recipe is actually going to work with any vegetable that can be spiralized. So your summer squash, butternut squash, even a sweet potato would work here. And I just wanted to share that you can also use hearts of palm noodles. You're going to find these in the canned aisle at your store. They look a little bit like this. You're also going to need 2 tablespoons of either grass-fed butter like this, or olive oil, or just any stable cooking oil of your choice. You're going to need 4 cloves of garlic, minced or diced finely. This is our nutritional superstar, as I call it. And then for your protein today, 1.5 pounds of shrimp, raw and peeled. With any seafood, please always try and ensure that you're buying wild caught rather than farm raised. I also like to look at the origin of where my seafood comes from, and I personally try and shoot for Alaska if I can. But as always, feel free to sub the shrimp for any protein source that you fancy or you have on hand. Just try and think of this as a regular spaghetti recipe, and as you all know, pasta dishes are very adaptable. You're also going to need a pinch of salt and a little pinch of pepper for some flavor. Just another reminder here to try and ditch the processed table salt and sub it out for a mineral-rich alternative like Himalayan salt or Redmond's real salt. You're going to need 1 lemon, so juiced, and then also the zest. This adds such a great flavor to this recipe, but lemon is also high in vitamin C. Good to know. So over here we've got a 1/4 cup of chicken bone broth or vegetable stock for my veggie friends watching. Bone broth is great for the joints and the gut, and I actually make my own and sip on it throughout the day. So if that's something you're interested in, post below in the comments and I will let you know. Pinch of red pepper flakes here, so feel free as always to crank up the heat if you like some heat to your food. And then we've also got over here a 1/4 cup of parsley, just chopped nice and finely. Parsley is an amazing herb for boosting immunity. It's really high in micronutrients such as vitamin C, you've got vitamins A and K in there as well, folate and niacin, and each of these act on different aspects of the immune system and help protect us in different ways. So definitely a good one to include. Alrighty, so let's put these together and start making our delicious dinner dish for tonight. So what you're going to start with is making your zucchini noodles. Now there are several different ways to do this depending on what equipment that you have on hand. Number one is that you can use a spiralizer. And you can make zucchini noodles by quite simply just removing the ends like that and then placing this whole zucchini into the spiralizer and just spinning using the blade to chop the vegetable into thin little strips. It kind of just does it for you. It's very nice. But if you don't own a spiralizer, and I actually don't have access to mine currently, so I am in this boat with you all, you can try number two, and that is to grab the zucchini and then use a large julienne peeler or a large knife, and you're just going to cut thick slices of zucchini and then just pull them apart using your hands. Does look a little bit rustic, I'm not going to lie, but it still tastes absolutely amazing. And then number three is going to be the easiest option, and of course that is that you can just purchase pre-made zucchini noodles to save time. Now you can find these zucchini noodles both in the produce aisle and also at the frozen aisle of most major grocery stores. So when you've made your noodles, they should look a little bit something like this. This is the rustic one, as I like to call it. So what you're going to do is pop them in a bowl and you're going to set it aside. Next up, you're going to grab a large skillet and you're going to heat a tablespoon of your butter or your olive oil over a medium-high heat. I do actually prefer to do this recipe with grass-fed butter, but just for the demo, I'm going to use oil because it's easier. What you're going to do next is add your shrimp, so pop all of that in there. And then you're also going to add your garlic. Lots and lots of garlic in this recipe, love it. Put your garlic in there. And then you're also going to add some salt. I'm using Himalayan sea salt today. So just sprinkle that over the top. And then also your pepper is going in. Again, be generous with the pepper. Makes it very, very delicious. And then what you're going to do is cook this whole thing for about 3 minutes or until the shrimp has cooked through. Now what you're going to do after that's cooked for 3 minutes, you're going to actually remove the cooked shrimp from the pan, leaving behind some of the garlic butter so that we are ready to make our sauce. So I'm just grabbing a new skillet so that I can show you guys for the demo. So what you're going to do is add to the skillet the remaining butter or olive oil, whichever one you are using, and you're going to squeeze in the lemon juice. So squeeze that into the pan. I absolutely love lemon in recipes, especially in the summertime. And then you're also going to add your lemon zest. So pop that in there. Again, really, really packs a great flavor. You're going to pop your bone broth or your vegetable stock for my veggie friends. I haven't forgotten about you. Put that in there. And then you're also going to put your red pepper flakes to taste. Now, just a little sprinkle for me, but I know some of you guys love the heat, so feel free to go a little crazy on that one. Then what you're going to do is simmer this whole thing for about 2 minutes. Remember, you'll already have your butter in there, so it'll be really nice and creamy at this point. After about 2 minutes, you're going to add your fresh parsley. So pop that in there. Love parsley, especially with seafood if you are using the shrimp. Really delicious combo there. And then you're going to add your zucchini noodles, whatever they may look like. Pop them in. And then you're just going to flash cook this for 1 minute. Now the reason only 1 minute, because you still want your zucchini to be a little bit crunchy. You don't want it to be too limp. And it really just makes for an absolutely delicious pasta resembling recipe. Then what you're going to do is add your cooked shrimp back into the skillet, toss it to combine, and then you're actually going to serve it up immediately. So I have prepared one so that you can all see what it looks like when it's finished. Here's my little bowl of lemon garlic zoodles that I prepared just a little bit ago. So, so delicious, this recipe. Very, very nutritious as well. You've got a little bit of zing from that lemon, very light and summery, but creamy from that butter. Absolutely amazing. That's it. It's very, very simple. There you have it, a delicious immunity boosting dinner recipe. If you did follow along or if you're watching later, please be sure to snap a picture. I'd absolutely love to connect with you and see your creations. Just share it on social media with the hashtag #GetImmunityUpgraded. I really hope that you will all join me tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for another delicious recipe. Now we are going to be making DIY burrito bowls as part of our Family Friday dinner series. Now this is a really really fun one for everyone to get involved in, and it's a great way to get those immune boosting, micronutrient rich foods into even the fussiest of eaters. And I live with a few fussy eaters, and this one is a real treat. If you did miss the start of the Get Immunity Upgraded challenge, or if you joined late, please do not worry. You absolutely can still join, and you can access all of our free recorded cooking demos over at www.metabolicliving.com. Plus, we are going to give you free workouts and a 30-day meal plan with grocery lists and recipe customizations to fit your preferences. We've got something for you, whether you're paleo, vegan, keto, or anything else. We have got you covered, and we would absolutely love to have you join us. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and we also have YouTube over at Metabolic Living. Remember, we're all in this together, so let's come out of this thing stronger than ever. It's time to boost your metabolism, strengthen your immunity, and flatten this curve. I hope you enjoy your lemon garlic zoodles, and I will see you all tomorrow.